I need y'all's help. And I'm going to make this as quick as I can from beginning to end. I'm going to tell y'all the problem that I have and then the solution that I'm looking for. We have a neighbor that's throwing food out. And they're putting it 3 to 5 feet from my property, but not on my property. I've asked them not to put it out. I've told them ways, solutions. And the one thing that I do, if I have any food left over, which we don't, or like bones or stuff, I'll put it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. And then the morning that the trash truck runs, I will take it out there first thing and put it in the trash can. So it's not luring any wild animals in. And especially the bear. That is what we're having a problem with. And those of you that has watched our vlogs or know us personally know that we had a major issue with them last year. And even though we don't put food in a trash can, the way that the game warden explains it, when the bear sees a trash can, they automatically think that there's food in it. Whether they smell it or not, they associate that trash can with having food. And that's the reason why they get in the trash cans. They have 2 small kids. This resident does, or neighbor, should I say. I don't know how to say it, you guys. What we need to do is put up a fence to keep them on their property, to keep the wild animals on their side, and to keep Alice from getting the food. And it's nothing to protect them. That's their responsibility. My responsibility is to take care of myself, my husband, my dog, and my property. So what we have is, it's 200 feet of property line that separates us. I have it surveyed last fall actually. And the surveyor gave me a plat. He also marked off the property. I have left his markers up simply because I don't want them moved. But I believe there's a state law in Virginia that you cannot remove surveyor stakes. That's fine. They will stay there until the day I die. But it's been a 20-year uphill battle to get this piece of property fixed. And honestly, guys, I am so proud of this piece of property now because it finally has a survey. Couldn't get a survey done until you dig up all of the deeds and everything that you plat from the courthouse. I've worked on this for 20 years, people. It's been a struggle. And the day we got the plat and he fixed everything, Daryl and I went and celebrated because it finally got surveyed. It finally got done the way that it's supposed to be done. We had a blast. Anyway, we got 200 feet we've got to fence off. We have dog fence, 4 feet tall. We have T-posts. We were going to put out a T-post every 6 feet. We have corner posts that are not railroad ties, but the bridge supports, like the real big ones. You're going to have to get in a tractor with an auger to get these in the ground, and then you're going to have to put concrete in the ground. Because whatever goes in the corners, it's to stay forever. We can't put the dog fence up because even though the weather has not got very cold, the ground is still hard from when it did get cold, especially cold at night. So we can't put the fence up, the dog fence up now. What we are thinking about doing is a quick solution that we can put up in a day is, I'm not sure how to explain it. It's mesh electric fence, portable electric fence, is more or less what they call it. But you can get 2 types. You can get the kind that has the squares, or you can get the kind that's a ribbon. And you just run like feet, and you keep going back and forth until you get the height that you want. You can get the post. You can get them plastic or metal. The plastic ones they already have slots where you just slide the fence down in it. Or if you run the ribbon just slides down the little slots and you keep going back and forth. So we'd have to take the ribbon and we'd have to stretch it all the way down 200 feet. So we'd have to get a big roll of it, which I don't care. but just to give y'all a visual of what we're going to have to put up. Or you can buy the plastic insulators and put them on the metal post. I would prefer a permanent solution to this, but we plan on putting a 6-foot tall privacy fence up, so these people cannot look onto our property, which that's what I prefer. But right now we're running out of time quick. This has got to be done within the next week or two. The posts that the mesh fence go underground with they have like a stem on the bottom that you just take your foot, and it's got a little peg, and you push it down in the ground. And the fence is light, and the posts are light. It's 4 feet tall, and I don't know the fabric that the fence is, the mesh, but it has little strands of wiring around it. Everywhere. Just everywhere on it. That is what gives the fence electricity. So if any of you guys don't know about electricity, Google it. I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you. This is going to be powered by solar. We're going to have to get a solar box and put at the end of the fence to give it the charge to put electricity down the fence. I don't know. Some of you guys will be like, what? We just want something to keep Alice on the property, to keep those 2 kids off the fence, and to hopefully keep the bear away from our property. We know the bear is going to the food. We've seen it more than once. However, I have been in touch with the Sheriff's Department and the Game Warden. I've spoke with both of those a few times. And I told him the situation, and when I talked to the deputy, he gave me his name and phone number. And he said, if you ever have any problems, he said, call me. So he sent me over to the Game Warden. And what the Game Warden said was, it is not illegal to put food out. And this is state of Virginia law. I don't know where the law is where y'all live, but I know for Virginia. But when a bear becomes involved, then you're in violation of the state law. And then the Game Warden will come after you. And believe me, when I say the Game Warden has authority, they sure do. The penalty for luring bear in is thousands of dollars. They can arrest you. Your driver's license will even be revoked. Or they can do all 3. And the guy that I spoke with at the Game Warden said, we can arrest you on the spot. We have proof that the food has been put out and the bear, that's luring the bear in. We have 2 adult bear, a juvenile, and 2 cubs. That is the ones that we've seen with our own 2 eyes. And this was last spring and summer. We want to keep our dog from going over there and getting the food, to keep the kids off the property, to not give the neighbor a chance to say that we've gotten onto their property, because if we put that fence up, we can't cross over to their property. I want to protect our property. Myself, my husband, my dog, and my property. That is my responsibility. My responsibility is not for their safety. It's mine. They can do whatever they want. None of my business. I don't care. I just want to get this fixed, get it behind me so I can move forward and just get it out of my freaking hair. But we've been wanting to do this for years. This isn't anything new, but push has come to shove at this point. So if you have a mesh portable electric fence, or if you have the ribbon portable electric fence that's going to be charged by solar, we can't do electricity because there's too far of a stretch between the shop and where the electric box would have to go. It'll be 1 strand of wire. We just can't do it. I have the electric box, but again, we can't use it. I have the wire fencing for the electric fence. We can't use it. I do have the yellow plastic insulators that the fence would fit into, which the mesh fence and the ribbon fence would fit into. If you have this type of fence, the portable, again, repeat myself, if you have it or if you know of someone that does, let me know. Just about all of you know how to get in touch with me. If you don't, comment below or go to our page description and email me. I don't want to hear the pros of it because I know what the pros are and it's what I want to achieve. What I want to know is the cons of it. I know from experience when you touch an electric fence, you will not go back to it, point blank. Myself, I'm scared to death of electricity. That was the line of work that my father did. I saw him get shot too many times. And to tell you how bad y'all can laugh at me, I don't care. But when Daryl says that he's going to work on something electrical, I go outside to the truck and sit. I do not want to be around that stuff. I don't. We just want to fix this and get it behind us. So, like I say, if you have one or know of someone that does, let me know. I want to hear the cons. I want you to tell me what it didn't do. Every video that I've watched on YouTube does not show what the fence is doing or not doing. I sit and watch about 20 of them this evening while we were on a live stream. Not the first one showed what the pro and con was, which I'm not worried about the pro. I know what it's going to do. I just want to know what it didn't do. What didn't you like about it? Just let me know. This vlog's long enough. I just want to get this out of my hair. I don't care how much money it costs. I got credit cards for that shit. I want it behind me. I want to protect my property and the ones I love. Thank you for watching.